Hello, my name's Jonathan Mitchell. I'm part of the film degree program here at Full Sail. My interviewee is Amy Neural. She's a fellow student, but she is had a previous career in theater as like a set designer and makeup. I asked her record her responses. I got her audio of it. Of course, the first question I asked her is, "What do you see as your role as visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession?"
Um, well, I do have to say that I see a whole lot of art in many different forms, considering the fact that I am a set designer and I also do costume designing. So I see your traditional normal theater style to comic book art that I have to recreate. And then it can always go from the present to way back into the past. And even then, also into the future, because I have to come up with some things that are based off of old art and kind of morph it into my own thought and make it into what I believe it to be.
Next, I asked her, new communication and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field/industry? And please provide an example.
The fact that a that media is readily available actually helps me out greatly, especially for costuming design. I can always look it up and make sure that I'm doing something properly because it's not as easy to find information in a book for how everybody dressed back then. So being able to have that at my fingertips does have a positive, like, a positive feel, I would guess, or influence um, to my industry. But it also hinders it a little bit due to the fact that just anybody could figure out how to do what I do. So it's a little bit wavering and on the fence between whether I believe it's positive or negative.
Next, what popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry?
Since I am very avid with art history and I also do all the costume making and whatnot, um, I see every kind of image between comic book art to Victorian art to your out of the box modern art, and actually, I love it all. A popular frequent image, I would say, would have to be anything Andy Warhol because I always get those out of the box questions. Can you do this costume but in these colors?
Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and/or what is your favorite style of visual art?
Wow. This is a hard one for me to reply to because I have so many favorites. I could tell you that Vincent van Gogh is definitely my favorite above all, but there's still room in my heart for John Singer Sargent and Salvador Dali. Um, my favorite styles of art would definitely be anything from the Italian Renaissance um, and after, because I have a thing for the Baroque style of um, definitely the Baroque style of everything. But I do I do love modern art as well. So it's a wide range.
And finally, how has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process?
Well, as I said before, that Vincent van Gogh is definitely my favorite artist. So one day I actually wish to be able to take a set and feel for colors the way he truly does. Um, Swift imagery and long streaks definitely are a lot of my favorite things. So I want to incorporate all of that into one whole set. Um, and I'm very passionate about that, as well as I want to, on the other hand, make a dress like John Singer Sargent's Daughters of Edwin Darley Boyd. So costuming and set design, it's all tied into one, and I'm pretty sure I would love it even more if I could tie those two things into one movie. I would be ecstatic about that. And I hope one day that something like that comes along.